things, objects, sources, books, maps are usually there. Some of them are accessible, like in state archives. Others are in family archives and they are not so accessible. And this is the way of making visible or invisible certain histories. The same with collections. It happened to me one time that a museum didn't allow me to see objects. So first, there is a concern about visibilization and invisibilization regarding access. And the same happened with scholars or historians that are in Peru or other places in South America, Africa, and they don't have access to reach the objects or the sources in Europe, for instance. So this is a first step towards visibilization and invisibilization. So many things people don't know that exist just simply because they are in Europe and they don't have access. So a process to visibilize this is, as many institutions are doing, like creating databases, open access databases, and so many other things. Then is a more like epistemic and intellectual way of making things visible. I mean, the collections of Tschudi, the publications, I'm speaking about Tschudi just now, but usually many objects and sources and books and collections are visible. The point is how we see them differently, and this tension is precisely a way of changing what was invisible and what was visible, speaking about the power relations that usually a society have to look at these things, and how at certain moment these things are looked differently, and in these ways that things became visible when at some point new narratives, new topics, new sensibilities change the way that these objects are seen, objects, collections, institutions, names, and so many others. At the core of my research about Tschudi and other explorers in South America, from Europe, is the message that is very much spread at schools, at universities, with the names of institutions. Is a bit to reflect who were these persons. I mean, certainly they make contribution for science, but these scientists, this expedition have implications for the societies where they were. Namely, they were not only like looking for plants or animals, they were also spreading a way of natural resources extractions that changed the society where they were traveling. Also, they take pictures, illustrations, narrations about these societies where they were traveling in South America, in Africa, and other places, and they reproduce stereotypes, racist ideas about these societies. So basically, at the core of my research is to rethink about the place these scientists and the names of institutions that have these scientists in their name, how we can make a more fair and justice ideas of these persons by recontextualizing the full picture of what were their expeditions.